Yeah, yeah. I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's, you know. Said I'm living my best life. Said I'm living my best life.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Random Opinions, Reaction, and Reviews. I'm coming to you today to talk about the story that just aired on General Hospital today regarding Oscar Nero. I will say that today's episode was very, very, very emotional. It was everything. I loved everything about it. It was real. It was emotional. It was sad. It was great. It had so much wrapped up in so little time. I started liking Oscar Nero when I found out he was a Quartermaine, just to be honest. Just because I felt like it was great for the Quartermaine family. A lot of the Quartermaines have either died off or either have disappeared. And we don't really see from that family anymore. And I feel like with the Quartermaines, they're a staple family on the show aside from the Cassadines. And it seems like these two families have completely just been evaporated off the show. You don't really see much from any other family. I mean, we have Monica left. We have Michael, who didn't grow up as a Quartermaine at all. He grew up as a Corinthos. We have Ned, who pops up every now and then. Olivia, who just was married into the family. But none of the staples like Alan, Emily, Dylan, none of the ones that we grew to love from the get-go. You know, Edward, Lila, so many more. Tracy, they're all gone. Even Nicholas from the Cassadines, he was a real, monarch character, and he's gone. So when I heard that Oscar was a Quartermaine, I thought it was great for the Quartermaine family just to keep the name alive and to rebuild. And then we find out that Oscar has a tumor. Now, I thought with us finding out that he was a Quartermaine and him having a tumor, that they were going to magically have something happen where he was healed. And it wasn't until after he went through with the surgery. No, it wasn't a surgery. It wasn't until he went through with the stuff to try to get rid of the tumor and shrink the tumor down that I started to realize they were going to go ahead and go through with killing this character off. And I still held out hope till the very last minute that Oscar would magically just have a miracle and be okay. Today I was very shocked that he died. Yesterday you see the preview where he says, I feel better. And I thought, oh, you know what? They're doing exactly what I thought they were going to do. They're going to make him better again. And no, he dies. Now, I was expecting, if they were going to have him die, to have it happen during the nurses ball, but it didn't happen. And I feel like they took this storyline and made it somewhat similar to what Robin went through with Stone, and it just was so sad, but it was so well written. Now, the way they tried to trick us. Me, I wasn't tricked so much, just because as soon as I came in the house to watch it, my mother goes, oh, you have to watch General Hospital. General Hospital was so good today. Oscar died. She just completely told me what happened. And I was like, oh, Mom, why would you do that? So I didn't have the element of surprise. But I guarantee you, if I had watched it without having a spoiler, I definitely would have been surprised by today's episode. I'm just disappointed that they took yet another Quartermaine away from us. This was their chance to rebuild the Quartermaine family and make them stronger and better than ever. And they completely just killed off another young character. And I'm disappointed in it, but I feel like the storyline was needed because it's been a while since we've had something so emotional on General Hospital. And Oscar's storyline, especially his passing, was definitely emotional. And I was in tears. Even though my mom spoiled it for me, I was still in tears that this character is no longer going to be with us. I've grown to like Jocelyn and Oscar together. So it's just going to be weird not seeing him any longer. And I'm wondering what they're going to do with his mother, Kim. I'm wondering what's going to happen now. I do like that they pretty much gave Oscar closure. He seen that everybody he loved was going to be okay. And you know, the reason why he was holding on in the first place was because he didn't want to leave them, and he knew they didn't want to lose him. So he was holding on. But then in the show, he started to see that, you know, it was time for him to go home. Now, I love the fact that they had Edward and Lila there. It was perfect. It was perfect to have those two staples on the show, even though it wasn't really them, because we know that the characters have, well, the actors that played those characters have passed away. It was still such a great gesture to bring them to see Oscar on into the afterlife. I love the way they had Oscar's spirit transition and come out of his flesh, his skin, his body, and kiss Jocelyn on the cheek and let her know that it was going to be okay. I feel like Oscar was definitely a strong character within the last couple months. When he found out he was dying and stuff, he really became a strong character for Jocelyn and for his mother and father. He was stronger than they were, and he was the one going through, you know, what he was going through. I just feel like the writers could have kept him. And I understand they wanted to make this something emotional, and they wanted to, you know, get rid of a main character so it doesn't make it seem like the show is just the same old, same old. It's just that I really wish that they could have kept Oscar on, because I feel like in a couple years from now, he could have been a banging actor. He could have been great. You know, like Eden McCoy, she is such a great actor, and she's growing on me. She's continued to get better and better at what she's doing, and she definitely sold that emotional feeling to me, you know, with her like crying and touching her cheek after he kissed her. It was everything. I'm just sad that Oscar is gone now. I'm sad. I'm hoping that we can still get some better storylines. I'm just truly sad that he's gone. For a while, I just didn't think it was gonna happen, but the writers definitely proved me wrong. Another thing I wanted to say, I feel like what would have gave this story maximum impact is if Oscar had have gotten better and then just fainted and then passed away. That would have been like, oh my God, what happened? Like, you know, but they decided to go the dream route. So I knew it was probably going to be a dream, just because, one, my mom said Oscar died, and then two, the way they were writing it, like everything was just okay. And whenever a dream is wrote whenever like a storyline is wrote like everything's okay, it's usually because it is a dream. So I just kind of figured like, yep, that's what's going to happen. You know, he's going to wake up, and he did. He woke up briefly, and then he passed away. And this story was just so real. It was so real. The way that they had him just pass away, the way that they even incorporated him getting better into like the dream, just because me working in the medical field and being in nursing school, I've learned that a lot of people that are terminally ill, they pretty much control the last day of their life. And a lot of them do get better before they pass away. They actually feel okay. They're not, you know, bothered anymore. They feel normal. And just to have Oscar go through that and present that storyline to us was a great awareness of what terminally ill patients go through, and a transition of grief and everything that goes in with the families. So I definitely give General Hospital 2 thumbs up. Kudos for the way they wrote this storyline. I'm just hoping that they continue to be better and continue to write awesome storylines. So I'm going to end it here on this note. I hope that you guys enjoyed this interview. Please give me feedback. I want comments on what you guys thought about this storyline, what I can do better, what I need to bring up, or if I missed something. I definitely want you guys to comment below with that. Also, give me a like. Give me those thumbs up, please. It's very important. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye.